All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to deep dive this morning real fast on this glorious day, the Lord's Day, into this Pioneer sx-780. Now, I got this for free at a garage sale. I bought a monitor, uh, some computer stuff, and some furniture stuff from the guy, and he had this. And I asked him about it. He said he had no idea. He's thinking about throwing it away because it don't work. So I said, well, you know what? Uh, I'll buy that piece of furniture off you if you throw this in. So he was like, yeah, go ahead and take it. Then he gave me some other stuff because he just wanted to get rid of all the stuff he had. I guess somebody in his family passed away or something. So he got all this stuff. He didn't want it. So I took it home. It did have a bad fuse in it. I put the fuse in it and it powered up. But then I had a problem. It was arcing somewhere. Now, like I said, it lit up, but I can hear something arcing in the board. So I flipped it over, and sure crap, it was arcing on the back of it. But I'm not sure where. I didn't take the back cover off. So that's what we're going to do here real quick. Get your coffee. And let's open this thing up and see why. I'm going to plug it in. I'm going to hit the switch so you can see what it's doing. And come to some determination or conclusion of why it's doing what it's doing. So I'm working on a couple projects this morning. I'm working on this and plus working on the guitars. And I already again this morning the technique that I have up there. Well, we're going to go ahead and get into this real quick. Get your coffee, smoke them if you got them. I'm going to grab my drill. Of course, the top of this is dusty because it's just been sitting around. And this thing is in pretty good shape for its age, right? This is from 1978. They only produced this model from 1978 to 1982. Uh, and then they stopped making them. Good morning, Miss ATS News. So let's flip this thing on its side and take the bottom cover off, this bottom cover that's on it. And let's see, I'll plug it in and let's see why this thing is arcing. I think, it looked like from the top somebody was inside of it and tried to repair it or something. And maybe they got some solder where there shouldn't be solder or soldered it where there should not be any, and it's arcing. It ain't shorting out, but it is arcing. So let's find out and see what's going on here. And I'll tip this thing up. Let me grab my drill. Now let's see. Ooh, she's got a little bit of a cobwebs on her. Where's my paper towel? Beautiful sunny day out. Let me wipe this down. All right, let's take these screws out. Hopefully Maybe I can get this off by just removing this bottom cover. Everything is going good so far, NASA. Oop, you don't want to lose any screws. There it is. We'll put these right underneath there so I don't lose them. All right, NASA, mission accomplished. The back cover is off. Oh, she's dirty. I'm gonna have to clean that up. I'll set this somewhere. All right, there is the culprit. Let me get my glasses. All righty, folks. All right, let me get my pointer. All right, now what we are looking at is power amplifier chips, which is right here. I got my pointer right here. It says right there, Berlin GTON power pack. So these are the power supplies. Now I've been reading up on this. Now only 1, 2, and 3 is used. Ooh, that's my problem right there. Oh, mamma mia, gassinente. I don't know, but it looks like somebody was in here. But here is my power pack. Okay. I've also checked all my fuses, which I replaced one fuse in here. And like I said, she lit up like a Christmas tree and everything worked. And it's so hard to see it. Maybe that's my problem. I don't know if I see a blinder than a bat. Right after old, whatever they call that sickness that was going around, blinder than a bat. All right. Now it looks like all the fuses are okay, but I replaced one of these fuses. But I really didn't look into this board too much, but it does look like I got something going on in here. Now, I guess these power packs, the only pins that are used is 1, 2, and 3, and 10, 11, and 12, which is the end. It looks like there's a little bit of solder there. These pins. 1, 2, and 3, that's got solder on them, and I got 10, 11, and 12 that has solder on it. So these power chips right here, power pack amplifier chips, there might be, it looks like somebody got in here and did do some soldering on it. And this is all original, folks. It looks like definitely 1978. But yeah, I was just a young kid. 78. Well, I was born, what was I, 10, 11? I was born in 68. Came out in 1978. So this is the they were listening to when I was a kid. All right, now dog in. And like I said, it looks like all the fuse. I did replace one fuse right there, and then I put the cover back on it and flipped it over, turned it on, and didn't pay any attention to it. Thought, hey, good, right? Wanted to check. The power came on, but I shut it off because the power came on, and I turned it on again, and it sounded like something wasn't right. It looked like it was arcing on something. So it could have been that it is arcing on that metal bottom piece. Maybe it was bowed in a little bit and it was touching these two points there, these two terminals of the board. Seems to be tight. If anything, I might replace these two packs. But what I want to see is if I turn it on, is it going to arc out and shut everything down, melt the whole system? And if not, and it stays on and stays up and running, then I want to plug some speakers into it and see if I'm getting any kind of volume out of any of the sides, because this power chip might be bad. It's arcing out or something. All right, let's see. Let's be still. Let me make sure the off down the off. All right, that's off. Now let's see if I can find some kind of a power supply here. How's everybody doing this morning? I hope everybody's having a great day. Miss Debbie, if you're watching, I sent you a message. I was going live. Hope you're doing good today. Miss ATS News, hello. This might not interest you at all, Miss ATS. This is man stuff. Psychobabble, you might want to leave. This is man stuff. All right. You might not want to watch any of this kind of stuff or something. All right. All right, I got power. Do you see anything smoking? I have power cord. All of flame. I can put her up. All right, let me get a drink of my. Excuse me. You know, I'm kind of turning it on. I don't want to melt down. These things are not cheap no more. I found, there's these on eBay in the box still. They want $2,800 worth. New from 1978. I'm just taking a look to make everything looks soldered and burnt nowhere. I don't see no burns in the board. It's possible that a little bit of solder got where that I see right here. It looks like someone soldered a pin that shouldn't be, because they say they're on these pins, on these chips, the only pins that are used is 1, 2, and 3, and 8, 9, and 10. That's it. Yeah, 8, 9, and 10. So it does look like somewhere got. Let's bend these back away from that, away from the solder. Just pull this back, this pin, this pin. All right, so now no solder. That's what I think it is. It looks like the solder. I don't know, we'll see. All right, I'm going to turn this bad dog on. Now you tell me if you see anything, because then I got to shut her down real quick. All right. Oop, I seen a. Oh, there we go. Did you see that? Did you folks see that? All right, let me put my glasses on. She arced here, right? That was up here, right? That was up here. Right? Did you folks see that? Is the question. Why did it do that? Hmm. Did anyone? Is there anybody out there that see that? I believe it came from up here. That's what I believe. And let me check to make sure that the front panel lit up. Okay, so the panel lit up. The panel did light up, but it's arcing right there. It's arcing right there. Did the rest of you see that? Now, folks, be very safe. I can't stress this enough. Be very safe when you're using power. There's power going through here. You don't want to be touching stuff. Make sure it's shut off before you do. Children, don't play with this. This'll hurt you. Hold on 1 minute, folks. I gotta check my message. I just got a message. Hold on. All right, I'm back. Had to check my message. All right, now I'm gonna unplug it. Okay, I unplugged it. It is unplugged. Now I'm gonna throw that switch. I want to try and drain as much of that power out. That I don't know if there's any truth to that, but yeah, I guess these capacitors that are in here, they store power and everything, you know. So I threw that switch. Make sure it kind of draws something out of it. Now, our problem lies up here with this power chip. Right here. Oh, joking. Joking. I'm just joking. Everything's fine. Everything is fine. But there's my problem. Now, could I unsolder that power supply and plug it back in and turn it on and see if it arcs out? Right? See if it arcs out. If it don't arc out, then I know something's wrong with this power pack chip, the amplifier power thing. Now, why is it arcing out? It's definitely arcing out up here, right? We all seen that. Oh, little Debbie, it's so good to see you today, love. It's just so great. Crikey, criminy, crumbles. But anyways, now, like I said, folks, you want to be very safe when you're messing with power like that. You want to make sure your power cord is unplugged. You don't want to get anything, any power or anything mixed up. My God! Just joking. It's it's unplugged. All right, there lies our power problem. Now, could it be the power problem, or I put too high of a power fuse in it? Because I only have so many fuses. That's the question. That's the question. Now, could I clean up, maybe scrape, make sure that none of these pins, none of the solder is touching other pins? I don't know. I might, but I know it's arcing from up here. It's definitely arcing from up top there. So we know we got a problem. I don't know. The only thing I can do is break out my solder. Being I don't have all these tools that all these professionals have, how do I do it? No, I'm just gonna unsolder it and maybe disconnect it and see if it continues to arc right there. But it's definitely coming from them pins right there, and it looks like maybe the board. Maybe there's solder somewhere where there shouldn't be, or the board's. I don't know. But we're gonna do the best we can, right? I guess I'll have to break out the solder stuff and do that. I'll have to find the soldering gun. But I just wanted to determine where. Uh, I just wanted to determine where my arcing was coming from. Only coming from right there. Maybe unsolder them pins, bend them back, plug it back in, and see if it arcs. If it don't arc, then it must be this chip, this power. All right, so we have determined where that arcing is definitely coming from. Yes, sir, Bob. Mm-hmm. All right, so you know what? I'm going to say it. I really think this unit is savable. I think I might be able to, if I can't fix it, probably out there in this world, if I send it to them, could fix it. The front panel's still all lighting up, so it hasn't melted all the way down. My problem lies somewhere right here. Either I got a capacitor or some kind of uh, something might be. I gotta see if I got a meter. I'm gonna have to dig up and see if I can find my meter and try and test it, see where maybe it's a capacitor that's bad. But the only thing I can do disconnect this chip, this power pack, and see if my problems still exist with it arcing. If it does arc, then there must be a transistor out somewhere. I looked at the caps on the capacitors and I don't see anything leaking on them. I don't see anything swelled up. The top of them swelled up real bad. I could be missing it and not seeing it somewhere. For all I know, it could be a broken solder joint somewhere. I'll have to put my magnifying glasses on. See, how's everything going this morning, little Deb? Miss ATS News, you guys okay out there? This probably won't. You're probably not interested in stuff like this, but this intrigued me. Amplifiers and stuff like that. Thank God I bought some here and got that Technique SC202 working pretty good. So I got Dolby surround sound, which I use for YouTube or whatever, and listening to YouTube and music. I do believe I found my problem. So I want to thank all you. There's a little bit of solder. Wonder if that's it. It looks like there's a giant piece of. See it? Right. See, the pin is right there, but right to the side is a big glob of solder. He's arcing out, I think. Miss ATS News, did you see it arc out? Did any of you? What's going on with Psychobabble? You're considering taking a shower? Oh, God bless you. I can smell you from here. But go, you soak this time. Psychobabble, you soak. And all right, so our problem is right here. That's our big problem. Why am I out of focus? I can't go. Does anything work today? I'm not sure. But that's right now my fastest thing to do, easy to try and determine is it some kind of a transistor uh, or something other than this power amplifier chip right here, is disconnect this, turn it on and see if it lights up still without arcing. And if it don't, this one's fine. I'm not getting no arcs out of it or nothing. It's just this one up here. So the only thing I could do is remove the solder from that area, turn it on, see if it arcs. Maybe when they soldered it, like I showed you, I see a glue or a glopping. Oops, sorry. Let me show you there. I don't know if you can see that. There's like an extra little glob on that very top pin right next to it. Okay, and then there's the pins down here. So this one's not arcing, this one is. Yes, very interesting, if I might say. Very interesting. And that would be the left channel. So the right channel, I'm not getting no arcs out of, but this left channel, I'm getting the arcs out of. So I'll have to do my best, the cheapest way to figure out or pinpoint it without all these scopes and meters that they read and all this stuff. This is all high-tech stuff, people. You can't just go ahead and start sticking your hand in here when you got power. God, Christ! You want to get electrocuted? No. Make sure it's unplugged. And I'm unplugged. All right, let's do that. At least I determined where it comes from. And you folks seen it when I turned it on. It arced and a little bit of smoke came out. So I shut her down right away. And the front panel all lit up and everything. The lights all lit up. So let's see what we could do. That's our little culprit right there. A little crazy leprechaun. Miss Debbie, how you doing there, sweetie? Abby? Mrs. ATS News, how you doing? And Psychobabble, what are you up to now? Now what are you doing? Go take a shower. It's all right. Nothing works here either. We're talking Bell into New York with us luck with the rats. Us wish us luck with the rats. Oh my God, you're going into New York. Might as well you bring a weapon or spray and look out for them rats. That's the only thing you do is protect yourself. I mean, that's pretty much all you could do. But everything looks good other than that. Other than that, it looks great. It looks great inside here. Other than my little power chip problem right there. Now, what should I do? I don't know. I've been trying to get a hold of the guitarologist uh, for a while now to see what he works on stuff like this. I'm no pro when it comes to this. I mean, I can troubleshoot some stuff and try and figure stuff out, but I'm no pro. Should I turn it over to the pro and let do it the proper way and go through everything? Good, but I have a disability, so I don't listen too good. So I'll see what I can do on my own. Maybe I'll try and scrape some of this solder away, heat it up, and try and remove some of that solder to make sure it's not crossing or arcing out on something. Or it just might be that's the sign that this left channel is blown, is it's arcing out or whatever. We'll see. Let me get another drink of my coffee. Everything going. Yeah, I know. We all got Sunday. I'm just working on a little couple things here. I'm also working on the Kramer uh, custom and the Schecter behind it. And I just figured, what the heck, I'll work on this. And I don't know, I might run to my shed and get my Technique speakers that go along with that Technique 202 and hook that up and see how they sound compared to them little KLM speakers I got hooked up to it. Go see a doctor, psycho. Debbie, you want me? I probably should. Witch doctor or a real doctor? I'm not sure. Maybe one of them voodoo doctors. Maybe, I don't know, but God bless America and power tools. All right. What do I do? What do I do? I'm not sure. I think maybe I'll have to hunt. I'll have to dig up and see if I can't find my soldering uh, set. And 3 pins, pull them back, turn and see if it arcs out. Right? That sounds like a plan to me. And that'll determine whether it's that chip or it's or solders somewhere where it shouldn't be, or a transistor might be better or something, but we'll figure it out. But I'll tell you what, it's in great shape. It does hold power. Power does come to the unit. So it should be an easy fix, not too expensive. But this bad dog will be up and running in 40 some years. This thing is 40 some years old. And it's still firing up. Even with it arcing out, it's still firing up. I wonder if I should just, maybe it's burning off, maybe like some flux that they put on it or something. Could that be? I don't know. I'd have to talk to some electrician, dude. I'll have to look on YouTube more about it and see could it be burning off the flux if somebody tried to solder it or something, or could it be a cross solder joint and it's arcing out? Or is uh, something else, or something? Maybe, I don't know. Noah's coming to fix the ark. Great God! There's an ark out there in Kentucky already. It was built. I don't know. I guess I got a roost that only some of the great, powerful, almighty people that love the Lord get to go on the ark when all this goes down. But I guess I'm right next to the Packers, right? Now, like, this is where we're going to put you right here. The only thing is you be next to the llamas. And I was like, sounds good to me. Me and the Dalai Lama. And we'll just sit around and chill, meditate. But God bless America. It's Sunday. All right. Now I found the problem. Now I got to find my soldering gun and try and pull them pins out. Turn it on, see if it arcs out, or put my magnifying glasses on or whatever and see if there's solder touching somewhere. But I think it's going to be okay. I think it'll. I think we'll. I think it will work again. It'll get sound out of it again. And another old receiver will work. All right, folks. This is the. So I'm going to go ahead and end this video. Of course, let me show you the back, which I'm really shocked because the veneer on this is not in bad shape. There's a couple cracks down here, but that's about it. I think it's going to work again. Of course, it needs to be cleaned up, but I think it's going to work. I think it's going to work again. I think it'll play beautiful music here again. Right? I really do. I really do. Of course, I got my right over there, my Yamaha, but that's the newer surround Dolby thing. All right, folks. Is there any questions? Psychobabble, what do you? Everything's going to be all right. Rockabye. What are you talking about, Psychobabble? Go take your shower. Go on, go take your shower. Debbie, what did you do with Debbie, Psychobabble? No, I've noticed she hasn't commented. What'd you do to my? What'd you do to my little Debbie? No, she's. Yeah. Please. All right, that concludes our Pioneer SX 780 receiver. I am here. Sorry, guys, sleepy. Let me get you some coffee real quick in chat, Devin. there you go. All right. We've come to a conclusion that I got a power pack out left side, I think. Or something marking out. Definitely. You all seen that when I turned it on. And I will be back possibly and see if we can't get this baby to actually power up without arcing out. And I can hook some speakers up to it and see if I'm at least getting sound out of the right side of the receiver. And if I'm getting sound out of the right side, amen, then I know something's wrong with the left side somewhere. All right, I want to thank you all for stopping in today. It's been such a great 5 hours later. Yeah, 5 hours. Glory goes to God, of course. And you folks have a great, okay?